So how about the new arrivals we've gotten in this week? I've got some eclectic cars on
Yes,
here.
you do.
How about the 1980 AMC Concorde DL two-door sedan?
Wow.
Find another one.
Find another. That was my whole logic behind including this car on here. You just don't see them. They were inexpensive cars new. They're inexpensive collector cars now. To restore one, you just almost can't afford to do it.
There's no parts for these things.
There's no parts for them. I mean, you'd have to 3D
They basically
print everything.
evaporated.
They pretty much just like dust.
They were on the road and then they're gone.
It's gone. It's like, wasn't there a car right beside us?
That's why it's so cool to see this one, though.
Right.
It's like really good condition.
Right. It's medium blue, iridescent over blue, 29,788 actual miles. That's why this one's still around.
Yeah, exactly.
Showroom fresh, 258 cubic inch inline six, air conditioning, and an A904 3-speed automatic. So that's pretty cool. How about Lexus DeJour on the show, though? She was great. And had a Typhoon was her first car.
Hey, man.
And Dad was a little snookered on that thing, right?
They're fast.
Yeah, and I think Steve is infatuated with her now. He's
a Typhoon guy.
Yeah, Typhoon in and out.
Love that Typhoon. And how cool is that? And a 67 Chevelle she's got.
Yeah, the SS. Yeah,
with
true
a
SS.
504 or something in
Unbelievable.
it. Some crazy big motor in it. And I bet you that's a blast to drive. Anyway, back to our new arrivals. The 1972 Ford Mustang Mach 1. That's a cool name.
It is always very cool.
Bright blue over white, 54,000 actual miles. Amazing history on this car. Correct 351 cubic inch Cleveland with a 2-barrel, FMX 3-speed automatic, and a 350 Equilock Ford 9-inch rear.
Interesting.
I don't really know.
It's a former drag racing car.
Well, that's probably why it's got that
history.
Equilock, which I never heard of before, but doesn't mean anything.
Nope.
And documentation galore on this car. This has got lots of paperwork, which is so good to have and so good to find and so nice when you open the trunk of a car that you've bought or consigned or whatever, and then it shows all this, the great stuff in a box and labeled appropriately, and this is all the manuals, this is all the receipts, and this is all the factory paperwork, and that's just like a kid in a candy store.
Awesome.
You see that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
So, how about the 1950 Dodge B1 pickup, dark red over saddle, 47,000 actual miles on this 1950. Think about that, 77 years old.
Unbelievable.
And the NHR is celebrating its 75th anniversary this year too. So this is only a couple years older.
Amazing.
It's hard to believe.
Really cool truck because it's different.
It's different.
Not a Chevy or
and
Ford.
the red really works well with that truck. So and it's just well sorted. It's just nice, and it's got aluminum heads and just lots of cool stuff. Now the next one is really cool. The 1976 Datsun 620 pickup, sunset orange over black. Amazingly preserved truck. Just go find another one.
Incredible. Absolutely blew up on TikTok. Everybody loved it.
Yeah.
And what I heard most was this was my first car, or this was the car I learned to drive stick shift with.
Right. Because most of them were stick shift.
Yeah. So it's amazing. And everybody has a story about a 620. It's amazing.
Yeah. They were very, very popular trucks because they were just right after the gas crisis. Everybody was still worried about fuel economy.
Right.
Not the Cadillac Eldorado because it was a boat, but most everybody was still concerned about fuel economy and what gas prices were going to do. And so these made sense, and they were practical, and they were inexpensive.
And apparently bulletproof.
And bulletproof.
Right.
Yeah. So this one's ready to go. New interior. It's got the 4-speed manual. Just a little workhorse.
It's awesome. And they were everywhere. I lived in Vegas at the time.
Yeah.
They just were everywhere.
Next but not this thing is unbelievable. 1957 Ford Thunderbird convertible. Okay, it's a baby bird. Everybody's seen 55, 67 birds. This thing is done as you can get.
Top tier.
It is amazing. The beautiful frame off restored, 312 cubic inch 4-barrel, the Ford-O-Matic automatic. This thing's winning shows. It's got power steering, power brakes. It's got AC. If you're going to do one or you're going to buy one, this is the one. Just buy the best, and you'll never regret it. You only cry once, as Bruce Meyer says, if you buy the best. Next on the list is the 1968 Ford Bronco, Rangoon red over saddle, EFI, electronic fuel injected, 351 cubic inch Windsor. The other one had a Cleveland. The other Ford.
What's a Rangoon?
I don't know. Is it a fruit? Is it?
Look that up, JR, will you?
Get on that.
Well, it's a place in Southeast Asia. I know that.
Oh, weird.
All right. So,
it's like a spice. Maybe
I knew a guy that had an old microphone and went, "Come in, Rangoon." It was
weird. Okay.
This thing's got a lift kit on it. The Performer Edelbrock RPM heads, and it's very, very off-road capable. So that's some of our new arrivals. If you go to our website, classicautomall.com.
The Classic Auto Mall Show with their host, Stuart Howden.